The Stoic Compass Radio Show, a clear path through a noisy world.
Welcome back to the Stoic Compass. I'm Jim.
And I'm Ellie. Today we're tackling something we all struggle with, time management. But we're approaching it through a Stoic lens.
Oh, good, because my to-do list is currently eating me alive.
Right? And here's the thing. Most time management advice is just rearranging deck chairs. The Stoics understood something deeper about time.
Which is?
That time management is really about attention management, and attention management is about living according to your values. We're drawing from James Clear's work today, but filtering it through Stoic wisdom.
So where do we start?
With the biggest thief of all, what Clear calls half work. And the Stoics would have absolutely hated this.
Half work? Is that like when I'm writing an email but also checking Twitter and sort of listening to a podcast?
Exactly. You're doing 3 things badly instead of 1 thing well. Seneca wrote that we don't have a short life. We waste most of it. And half work is the modern version of that waste.
Ouch. Called out.
We all do it. Your phone buzzes while you're working out, so you check it between sets. You're writing a report, but you're also monitoring your inbox. You're physically present, but mentally scattered across 6 different places.
It's exhausting just hearing you describe it.
Because it is exhausting. The Stoics practiced something called prososche, sustained attention, complete presence in the moment. Marcus Aurelius said you can live a full life even if you only have 3 days left, if you're fully present for those 3 days.
So how do we actually eliminate half work? Because knowing I shouldn't do it and actually stopping are very different things.
Block time, ruthlessly. Pick 1 thing, not your top 3 priorities, your 1 priority for that block of time. Phone goes in another room. Email gets closed. You become unavailable to the world.
That sounds impossible in the modern world.
It sounds impossible because we've convinced ourselves we need to be accessible 24/7. But here's the Stoic question. Is that actually true? Or is it just a story you're telling yourself?
When you put it that way.
Right. The Emperor of Rome could focus on 1 thing at a time. I think you can manage an hour of deep work without checking Slack.
Fair point. Although Marcus didn't have Slack notifications.
No, he just had an empire constantly on the verge of collapse, multiple wars, political intrigue, and plague. But sure, Slack is harder.
Okay. I'm convinced. What's the second principle?
Do the most important thing first. And this is pure Stoicism. It's about aligning your actions with your values before the world has a chance to knock you off course.
The day just spirals, doesn't it? You wake up with good intentions, and by 10 a.m., you're just reacting to whatever's on fire.
Exactly. Your willpower is highest in the morning. Your focus is sharpest. The distractions haven't fully mobilized yet. So if there's something that matters, truly matters, you do it then.
Before I've answered a single email.
Before you've answered a single email. Before you've checked the news. Before the urgent has crowded out the important. This is Stoic virtue in action. You're choosing what deserves your attention.
But what if there are urgent things? Real emergencies?
Then you'll handle them. But here's what I've found. 90% of what feels urgent at 7 a.m. will still be waiting at 9 a.m. And if it's a real emergency, someone will call.
So protect the first hours of the day like they're sacred.
They are sacred. Epictetus said every moment is an opportunity to practice virtue. Well, the first moment of your day sets the tone for all the others. If you start by reacting, you'll spend the whole day in reactive mode.
That's uncomfortably accurate.
It's pattern recognition. You're training yourself, either toward intentionality or toward reaction. The Stoics were big on habituation. What you practice becomes automatic.
So if I start every day in reaction mode, that becomes my mode.
Precisely. But if you start every day by doing 1 meaningful thing first, you're building a completely different neural pathway. You're practicing agency.
Agency. I like that.
Okay, third principle, and this one's tricky. Reduce the scope, but stick to the schedule.
Wait, reduce the scope? That sounds like giving up.
It sounds that way, but it's actually the opposite. Let me give you an example. You plan to run 3 miles today. Life happens. Now you only have 15 minutes. What do you do?
Skip it entirely because 15 minutes isn't enough for a real workout?
That's what most people do. And it's a catastrophic mistake. Because you're not just skipping one workout. You're breaking the pattern. You're teaching yourself that when conditions aren't perfect, you bail.
Oh, so I should run anyway, just
Run 1 mile, do 5 sprints, do 10 minutes of bodyweight exercises. The content matters less than the consistency. You're reinforcing the identity. I am someone who shows up.
Okay, but how is this stoic? It seems more like habit formation.
It's deeply stoic. Marcus wrote, "Just that you do the right thing. The rest doesn't matter." He didn't say do the perfect thing. He said do the right thing. Action over perfection.
So waiting for ideal conditions is actually anti-stoic?
Completely anti-stoic. The Stoics were obsessed with working with reality as it is, not as you wish it were. You don't have 3 hours? Fine. You have 15 minutes. Use them.
It's like honoring the commitment to yourself even when circumstances change.
Exactly. And over time, those tiny acts of integrity compound. You're not building a workout habit. You're building a character trait: reliability, resilience, follow through.
This feels like it applies to way more than just exercise.
Oh, it does. Writing, meditation, relationship maintenance, any area where you've made a commitment to yourself. Scope is negotiable. The schedule is not.
Can I push back on something?
Please do.
What if the scope gets so small that it's basically meaningless? Is doing 5 push-ups really worth it?
Great question. And here's the answer. 5 push-ups won't build significant muscle, but they will build the identity of someone who keeps their word to themselves, and that's infinitely more valuable.
The habit is more important than the immediate outcome.
Yes, because if you maintain the habit, the outcomes take care of themselves eventually. But if you break the habit waiting for perfect conditions, you get neither the habit nor the outcomes.
Man, yeah. I've definitely been guilty of the all-or-nothing approach.
We all have been. Perfectionism masquerading as high standards. But the Stoics knew better. Cato the Younger practiced his Stoic exercises daily, not when he felt like it, not when conditions were ideal. Daily.
So we've covered eliminating half work, doing the most important thing first, and reducing scope while sticking to the schedule. How do these 3 work together?
They're actually 3 expressions of the same principle: intentionality. You're choosing where your attention goes, you're choosing what matters most, and you're choosing to honor your commitments regardless of conditions.
It's all about choice.
Exactly. And that's the heart of Stoicism. Not controlling outcomes, but controlling your response. Your attention is the one thing that's genuinely yours. How you spend it is how you spend your life.
Seneca's famous line, "We don't have a short life. We waste most of it."
Right. And he wrote that almost 2,000 years ago, before smartphones, before email, before the infinite scroll. If he thought we were wasting time then, imagine what he'd think now.
He'd probably have a stroke watching someone mindlessly scroll TikTok for an
Oh,
hour.
absolutely. Though I'd argue the Stoics would find modern distractions fascinating from a philosophical standpoint. These are designed to hijack your attention. It's weaponized against you.
That's kind of terrifying.
It should be. But it also makes the Stoic approach more relevant than ever. If you're not intentional about your attention, someone else will be intentional about stealing it.
Okay, so let's get practical. Someone's listening to this right now thinking, this all sounds great, but my life is chaos. Where do they actually start?
Tomorrow morning, that's where you start. Before you check your phone, before you do anything else, ask yourself, what's the one thing that matters most today?
Just one thing?
Just one, not your top 10, not a prioritized list. One thing, write it down, and then do that thing first. Give it 30 minutes minimum of complete, undivided attention.
30 minutes of focused work on one thing. That's actually doable.
It's completely doable. And here's what will happen. You'll finish those 30 minutes and realize you've accomplished more than you usually do in 3 hours of fragmented work.
Because there's no half work.
No half work, no context switching, no mental residue from jumping between tasks, just you and the thing that matters. Pure praxis, pure focused action.
And if I get interrupted? Because, I have a job where people need things from
Then
me.
you reduce the scope, but you finish something. Even if it's 10 minutes instead of 30, the point isn't perfection, it's maintaining the practice. You're building the muscle of intentionality.
Reduce the scope, stick to the schedule.
Exactly. And over time, weeks, months, you'll notice something shift. You'll stop feeling like you're constantly behind, constantly reacting. You'll have this underlying sense of agency.
That sounds really good, actually.
It is good, because you're living according to your values instead of just responding to whatever's loudest. And that is what time management really is. value alignment.
Not productivity hacks.
Not productivity hacks. Those are just tools. The foundation is knowing what matters and having the discipline to protect it. That's stoicism. That's also sanity in the modern world.
So to sum up, eliminate half work through complete focus, do what matters most before anything else, and honor your commitments even when you have to scale them down.
Perfect summary. And remember, this isn't about being some superhuman productivity machine. It's about living with integrity, doing what you say you'll do, being present for what actually matters.
Living like a Stoic in a world designed to distract you.
Precisely. Marcus Aurelius managed it while running an empire during a plague. I think we can manage it with our email inboxes.
Fair point. Although I still maintain that Slack notifications are uniquely evil.
They absolutely are, which is why you turn them off during your focused work blocks. Agency, remember?
Agency, right. I'm in control of my attention.
You are. And that's both empowering and terrifying, because it means you can't blame anyone else when you waste it.
Thanks for that encouraging thought to end on.
Hey, the Stoics weren't here to make you feel comfortable. They were here to make you better. Comfort is overrated anyway.
Spoken like a true Stoic teacher. Thanks for walking through time management with us today. If this resonated, subscribe so you don't miss future episodes.
And remember, your attention is your life. Spend it wisely. Start tomorrow morning with one thing that matters.
The Stoic Compass radio show is made possible by voxcrea.ai, where ideas come to life.